Hello, fellow travelers. Bridie's here. Got some interesting stuff to share with you today. All week long, I've been really thinking about, and if you watched any of my previous videos, you know that I've been thinking about this, but I've been really thinking about altitude sickness symptoms. 5. I better just say 5. Symptoms, the G. And then I've been thinking about the cornholio symptoms. Then you look up radiation symptoms. They have a lot in common. A lot in common. Fatigue, weakness, fainting, confusion, shortness of breath. Also, on the radiation thing, there was something I was going to put in a video and I forgot. And it was, people are coming up with these really weird rashes on their body, their arms, their legs. And the rashes have like these patterns in them. And I've been really looking at those too. And I gotta tell you guys, that seems to me like radiation burns. And you know we're having the G rollout, right? Kind of weird that algorithms won't let you say that because it's true and it is being rolled out. Anyways, I'm not gonna go through all this, but you know, rashes, fever, heartbeat irregularities, the shortness of breath, headaches, oxygen saturation problems. 5. I'm trying to figure out how to say that without my video getting tagged. But okay, let's just say G rollout. Shortness of breath, melatonin reduction, dizziness, DNA, single and double strand breaks. It actually can mess with the blood-brain barrier, which scientists are trying to tell you now that there is no such thing as the blood-brain barrier. So, you know, science is wrong a lot. So you got to think about that too. It's going to mess with your cognitive, your emotion, the way you think, the way you have clarity, the way you problem solve, critical thinking. It's going to affect all that stuff. Skin burns, rashes, irregular heartbeat, oxygen saturation problems, altitude sickness, difficult breathing, oxygen saturation problems, fatigue. I can't read my writing. Heart irregularity, headache. You guys are getting it, right? Vomiting. Then go to cornholio, fever, vomiting, shortness of breath, oxygen saturation problems, fatigue, yada, 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 cough, da, 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 da. So weird how this all happened, but it's just like, bam, bam, bam. That's how things work for me. A friend had wrote me and she needed to find a video on aspirin, because you know you guys shouldn't be getting that 80 milligram aspirin. This one's 325 milligrams. I think I paid $1 for it. It's very cheap. This is something you should definitely have in your house. You don't want to get the ones with the coating. You just want the regular aspirin. 80 milligrams does nothing. When people caught on to how wonderful aspirin, real aspirin is and what it can do, that's when the government decided they're going to make you go down to 80 milligrams, which does absolutely nothing for you. You want to do 200 or more. I better do my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. I'm sharing with you some things that have come to me from my critical thinking and putting stuff together, okay? And I am having allergy problems really bad right now. We have had heat here in Northwest Arkansas. It has been so bad. The white sun is penetrating us like nothing else I've ever experienced in my life. The humidity has been absolutely terrible. And I think with the G rollouts, it's affecting how I even handle heat and everything, you know. Plus I've had some family stuff going on, so, you know, I'm a little tired. So just bear with me on the allergy thing. So I started doing this drink. Because she wrote me about the aspirin. I love Tony from Herb and Beadworks. He's in Canada and he does YouTube videos and he's an amazing, amazing man. And he was talking about absorbic acid. So I hit that video. It's been a while since I saw it. And I started listening to it and he started talking about scurvy. And he also started talking about whole food vitamin C's, which are usually crap. You know, you go to the whole food places and a lot of their vitamins and stuff are crap. So when you do a vitamin C, you want to do Nothing but absorbic acid. You don't want it to say anything else. Just, you know, vitamin C crystals, absorbic acid. That's it. You don't want any of the other stuff. I get it in a powder form, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. But he's talking about scurvy. So, scurvy symptomology, fevers, fatigue, sleeping problems. Don't forget about death, which death can occur with probably all of these, right? We all know that. Shortness of breath, saturation, oxygen saturation problems. I mean, the list goes on. Scurvy killed a lot of people, and it was because they had a vitamin C deficiency. I'm wondering, guys, how many of us have a vitamin C deficiency? You know, we're all big on talking about immune systems and herbs and all these great things. We do have a lot of great things that we can adopt in a regimen of a daily do, right? Right. But how many of us are doing a real vitamin C? Now, I'm not talking like this. Look, let me grab this real quick, you guys. You guys recognize this? You see it? I hope I'm getting good lighting in my kitchen. You're not even hardly getting anything from this. These are not healthy to have. What is the other one? There's another one that had more of the herb stuff in it. I like that one better. But this one, you're not going to get hardly anything. And on the absorbic acid, I don't have my glasses on. Boy, it doesn't even, here it is. It says you're getting 1,000 milligrams of the vitamin C, absorbic acid, zinc, ascorbate, 1,000 milligrams. But you're probably not getting much of anything in this. And then you got all the additives and everything else that they put in these. So why don't you guys just take a little bit of time. Get the absorbic acid. Okay, and you guys need to use real measuring stuff, okay? Don't just get like a teaspoon and a tablespoon, and because they're never true to it, you know. So you can go to Tony Urban Bead Works and look up the absorbic acid video, and you can hear how he breaks down how to figure out how many grams you need, right? Now remember, I'm not telling you to do this. This is what I'm doing. And this is what my son's doing. This is what my boyfriend's doing, right? Every teaspoon of this ascorbic acid is going to be 5 grams. For my weight, I weigh 100 and where am I at right now? 173. I need 25 grams, maybe about 24 grams. You don't want to start at that amount. So what I've been doing is 5 grams a day. Then by Tuesday, I'm going to go up to 10 grams a day. You don't want to just, you want to work your way up, just like with the turpentine, the MMS. I do it slow, I work my way up, which by the way, I love turpentine. It is absolutely amazing. I'm going to do a video on that. And I'm going to share with you guys some amazing stuff that's happened with the MMS as well. But let's get through the scurvy thing because you guys need to know this. I really think that if you treat it, all of this, like scurvy, and you start getting this vitamin C in your system, it's going to be a big difference for everybody. You don't want to forget baking soda. So make sure you guys have this. I like red. I like this one, the Red Mills. It's like $3.69 for a big bag of it. And you're not going to use that much. This right here is going to put all of this together. It's going to do the blending, the mixing, and really just effervescence. Get it in your bloodstream quickly. The reason we're going to add the aspirin, this is going to get right up in the brain. This is going to open up that cognitive ability to critically think, have mental clarity, and we all need that, don't we? I know I don't feel like I have that, but I am tired. So anyways, iodine. You're going to add iodine to this. You want to get this to your thyroid quickly. This is going to be one of those drinks. This is like, woof. You're going to feel some energy from this. I guarantee it. Zinc. Get your zinc. 30 milligrams. You want to get your zinc. Oh, and I forgot. Selenium. You have to make sure you add selenium and zinc and iodine to this. 200 Make sure I've got the right one. Yeah, 200. And that whole thing on the selenium, don't do over 200. I think that's a crock of crap too, but we'll go over that at some other time. Potassium chloride. You want to make sure you make this a mineral drink. We are all deficient in minerals. Our bacteria has been completely depleted of good bacteria. Our dirt has been completely depleted of bacterias and the minerals. So we have to do stuff like this. Now I am out of magnesium citrate. That would probably be a good add to this. So I just get my Epsom salt. I'm kind of ghetto, I guess you'd say. And, you know, it's just magnesium sulfate. You never want to do a potassium without a magnesium, and you never want to do magnesium without potassium. You guys get that out of balance, your heart's going to go cray-cray. Don't do that. Then, of course, my friend that I drink every day, boron. Boron has been known to actually stop the assimilation of nanobots. You should probably be drinking it every day, guys. And you don't drink a lot. A little pinch, get your mason jar, carry your mason jar with you, take a drink throughout the day. It's very simple. So let's make this drink. So I am going to get my vitamin C, and I'm going to do 5 grams today. So I'm going to do 1 full teaspoon of it. Potassium chloride. I am going to do a half a teaspoon of this. Well, it's about 3/4 of a teaspoon of potassium chloride. And don't freak out about this stuff, guys. Don't be scared of stuff. I'm going to get my Zinc. I'm going to add that. I wish you guys could see this, sorry. So right there I've got my potassium chloride, I've got my absorbic acid, and I've got my zinc. I am going to add my selenium. Selenium is very important, and we are very, very deficient in it per so many thyroid problems. And the more radiation and radio waves and millimeter waves, all this stuff, it's attacking us, it's attacking your thyroid. Your thyroid gets attacked, you're going to have heartbeat problems, you're going to have weight fluctuation problems. I mean, the list could go on and on. And if you guys want me to do a thyroid video, I will. Just ask me, no problem. My life's about ready to get so simplistic. I'm going to be able to spend more time with you guys, and I'm looking forward to it. I am going to take and put in, here's my iodine, and this is cool. Let me see if you guys can see this, watch. You can clarify your iodine with this. Isn't that cool? Don't fear the iodine, guys. I probably just put in 6-7 drops of iodine. And then I'm still going to take my iodine capsule. And I take probably about 12.5 in a capsule. And then I always do a couple of drops of this. I mean, I'm probably up to 25 on my iodine. And I think that everybody should be way up there on the iodine right now, because we have stuff going on in the atmosphere. We have comets and meteors. We have all the radiation coming from there. Radiation coming from the Gwyn Towers. I mean, the radiation is so intense. You guys have to be taking your iodine, your zinc, your seleniums. Obviously absorbic acid, because we're going to treat this like scurvy, right? Okay. Then I'm going to show you. Get your boron. Now pay attention, okay? Literally a little. Just little, okay? But don't fear the boron. And don't, Brady, you're drinking soap. Don't let that get in your head. They're programming you to not use the things that you can benefit from. We're at war. I don't know if you guys realize that. We are at war. We have to critically think about what they're doing to us and what can we do to combat this, right? I mean, this is serious, guys. This is no joke. Okay. I love doing this. Okay, so then I want you guys to put in 3/4 of a teaspoon of your baking soda. And then get your distilled water. You got your effervescent. Then, guys, important ingredient, the aspirin. Stir it up really good. And you know, I probably should have crushed the aspirin and put it like in a powder form before I put this in here, but you know, just make sure it gets dissolved. And you know, if you had one of those aspirins that had all that codeine on there, yeah. I remember when I worked at Mary's Natural Foods in my 20s, I did a little demo of what are they called? Centrum vitamins that the people over 50 take or whatever. People swear by them. It stayed in a cup for 3 weeks. It never dissolved. Yes, you have acidic C in your gut and all that, but come on, really? It was like, wow. Then I took one of my favorite whole food vitamins and it dissolved within 20 minutes in the water, you know. Okay, everything's dissolved. The aspirin's dissolved. Right here, we just made something for scurvy, right? Which is going to fix, or it's not going to fix, but it's going to help you with cognitive issues because of the aspirin. Get that vitamin C in the bloodstream. You've got your selenium for your thyroid. You've got your zinc for everything. We are so low on zinc, it's ridiculous. And then we did that balancing of the minerals, the potassiums and the magnesiums, because you always want to do both, never do one at a time. People who are sucking down magnesiums and then not, you know, putting in the potassiums at the same time, that's dangerous, guys. You should be drinking boron every day. Remember, I'm not telling you what to do. It's what I do. I don't want that stuff to assimilate. And when I tell you guys how I got rid of severe yeast infections and UTIs that I suffered from for a year, it's going to blow your mind because it can be done and you don't have to suffer anymore. I am like a mad scientist when I have time, and I just haven't had a whole lot of time, but that's changing. I'm so excited. I have so many things I'm ready to share with you guys. So let me drink it, show you guys this is totally safe. I'm a 45-year-old woman, and I'm gonna drink this. It's got boron in it. I know that's scary, huh? It does not taste like Sprite. It doesn't taste like Sprite. Try these drinks. Do this for 10 days and just see. I'm not telling you what to do though, but just see. Like, you know, I'm gonna try that. And ooh, look, I got some burpees. Excuse me. And see how I feel in 10 days. I had my son try it and had my boyfriend try it. Now I'm going to tell you, they might get the effect of having to use the restroom, you know, within 20 minutes of using it. That's usually a sign of toxicity. This drink is going to get out heavy metals too. It's going to pull toxins out quickly, and you might maybe use the restroom in that special way. So there's the drink. There's my theory. And this stuff's inexpensive. You guys could get all of this stuff right here for probably $50 and it will last you a month. You might have to get a little bit more of the absorbic acid. I'm going to buy a bigger bag of it because, you know, I'm going to be going up to 10 grams and all that. But yeah. So they went to the bathroom. They both seem to have a little bit of energy, maybe a little more than what they usually do. But at their body weights, starting at 5 grams was probably not enough, right? Because they weigh more than me. So I'm going to put them on, you know, a higher dose. But there you go. I just, you know, let's make this kind of quick. I think we're at about 20 minutes. So love you guys. Remind me if y'all want, and I'll do that video on yeast infections and UTIs too. And I'll tell you how I got rid of it. We're not dealing with anything that we were dealing with 30 years ago. Women are suffering, and even men are having problems with, you know, overgrowth of yeast and UTI problems. It's not what you think, okay? And, you know, if you practice good hygiene, like I do, it's probably not your fault, and I'll tell you why, okay? You guys have a great day. I got to go. I got more stuff to do. I really do love you all. With all the planets retrograded like they are, people are being really out of character and they're being crazy. And even I've reacted in the last couple of days, and I'm really working on being triggered. So let's all try to be kind as much as we can. But of course, don't take anybody's crap. You don't have to take people's crap because you're important too. Talk to you guys later.